Uh, refugees are just for temporary refugees.
Okay, they're just moving through, right?
Yes.
Just going through to America, they hope. Okay, Olivia, let's try you again. Can you hear me, Olivia? Hello, Olivia. Okay. Trung, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Where do you live, Trung?
I'm live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
Okay.
Yes, and
Are there any refugees in Vietnam?
yes, I think a lot in the world in Vietnam and American.
Okay.
In 1970, 75, a lot of people
yes.
in Vietnam refugee into Americans. Yes.
Yes. But are there any refugees in your country right now? Are there any refugees from other countries in Vietnam?
Other people from other country and move from Vietnam.
No, people coming to Vietnam.
Yes. Yeah. I think other people in other country they go to in Vietnam to refugee.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think in the past some people in Cambodia and with the bomb boss have killed a lot of people in Cambodia, and a lot of some people in Cambodia go to refugee in Vietnam in the past.
Okay.
But now I
Okay,
think
thank
no.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And Ivan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Where do you live, Ivan?
I'm from Mexico. I live in Mexico.
And are any of the Central American refugees passing through where you live right now?
Yeah, there are many.
Okay.
Because they try to go to the United States.
Right. Okay, so there's passing through around where Ivan lives too. Okay, so I want to try these other two students one more time. Olivia, can you hear me? And Juliana. Okay, I'll try you again in a minute, but I think you're having microphone problems or some technical problem. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to hear about refugees. And then we'll talk about this issue some more. Okay, so World Refugee Day. Okay, so I'll play this 2 times.
A refugee prays on the dock of Athens' main Piraeus port as others jump and swim in the sea on Monday, June 20th, 2016. The UN Refugee Agency, marking World Refugee Day Monday, June 20th, said that in 2015, the world had 65.3 million people who had been forcibly displaced from their homes.
Okay, one more time.
A refugee prays on the dock of Athens' main Piraeus port as others jump and swim in the sea on Monday, June 20th, 2016. The UN Refugee Agency, marking World Refugee Day Monday, June 20th, said that in 2015, the world had 65.3 million people who had been forcibly displaced from their homes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so let me come back into class, and I have one question about this, and anybody can answer who heard. How many people have been displaced from their homes? So they gave us a number. Did anybody hear what that number was? How many people have been displaced from their homes? Did anybody hear that number? It was a lot of people. Daniela, did you hear that number?
No, she spoke so fast.
Okay, I'm going to play it one more time, okay? And listen for a number. That's really what we're listening for. So let me play this one more time. my screen again.
A refugee prays on the dock of Athens' main pyramid port as others jump and swim in the sea on Monday, June 20th, 2016. The UN Refugee Agency, marking World Refugee Day, Monday, June 20th, said that in 2015, the world had 65.3 million people who had been forcibly displaced from their homes.
Okay, did anybody hear that time? I know she was speaking quickly. Okay, let's try it. I'll just write it in chat for you. And when you see the number, you'll probably go, yes, I did hear that. 65.3 million. Yeah, 65.3 million. Okay, and I have another student who just came into class, Lisette. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi. Where do you live, Lisette?
I live in Mexico.
Okay. What city?
In the center in Toluca.
Toluca, in the center of the country. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's ask a question. And I want each of your opinions. Why is all this refugee situation happening? And it's a complicated question. I just want to hear you in your own words. Tell me why you think this is happening. So there's refugees coming from Central America. There's refugees in Africa. There's refugees everywhere, it seems. So Daniela, why is this happening?
It can be for a war.
Okay. Because of a war, yeah. Okay, that's one reason. Good. Ivan, what do you think? What's the reason why all of these refugees want to leave and go someplace else?
I think refugee situation is happening because they don't have enough money to live in their own countries.
Okay, they want a better life. Okay, more money.
Yeah.
Lisette,
More money.
what do you think, Lisette? Is there other reasons why this is happening?
Yes, my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the
Refugees.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's a big problem in general in all world.
Okay.
Like culture of state.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, Olivia, I'm going to try you one more time. Can you hear me? Juliana. Okay. Trung,
Yes.
why do you think there's so many refugees in the world, Trung? What is the cause?
I think the main reason is because they have problem in their country, maybe
Yeah.
in wars or the political, and they can not live in their own country, and they want to find a new flight. Yes.
Okay. They want to find a new home because of trouble in their country. Okay, now here's a really hard question. Well, not a hard question, but are we responsible to help all these people? And some of the countries don't have much money to help them. Like some South American countries are getting refugees from Venezuela, and I don't think they can afford them. So what do? I mean, it's hard. It's a hard question. So Daniela, what do you think? Are we responsible to help all these people who are leaving their countries?
Yes, we are responsible.
Okay. And the next question's a hard question. Why?
Because sometimes the government doesn't do.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we have to help them, because if the government doesn't do, well, I think we have to do.
Okay, good answer. Thank you. What do you think, Ivan? Are we responsible to help all these people?
I think it's a difficult question for me.
Yes, it is.
But I think we are not responsible to help that people.
Okay.
I think their own governments have to do something in order that people don't go to other places to.
Okay. So it's their governments that are responsible. Okay. What do you think? What do you think, Lisette? Are we responsible to help these people, or is it somebody else's responsibility? Lisette, are you there? Hello, Lisette. Lisette, are you there? I can see you. I could see you. Lisette, your microphone's open. Can you hear me? Okay, I think Lisette might be having a technical problem. Trung, what do you think? Are we responsible to help all these people?
I think it depends on the government.
Okay.
Like now in America, either the best country for many people to go there to refugee, and now in the resident of the American don't accept the other people live in US more, and resident in US stop, because I think a lot of people to come there, and they make the US country not belong in not I think not like American people, because a lot of people around some country they go and they they make the culture and all the many it invest to the country, and I think we need to the law for the refugee. Yes.
Okay, refugees. Yeah. Okay. Now, it seems everybody's trying to get to America. So, and I don't know. And again, it's just opinion. Can America possibly take all these people? It's a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. So what do you think, Daniela? Can America possibly take all these people, or it's just too many? Daniela? Hello, Daniela.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi. Okay. Can America possibly take all these people in, or is it just too many? Just your opinion.
In some places, I think yes, it's possibly.
Okay, possible.
But
Okay.
there are places where it's poor people, something like that, and so it's difficult for them.
Okay. What do you think, Ivan? Is it even possible for America to take all these people?
I think America can do it, but I think it's a big problem for Americans.
Okay, they can do it, but maybe they don't want to do it.
Don't want, and not your problem.
I think What do you think, Trung? Can America take everybody who wants to go there, or is it just too many people?
I think American cannot, because I think many people, a lot of people, and they affect to American culture a lot. Or the government in America not control on people in their country. Like for example, in Vietnam, I say a lot. I think a lot of people in Vietnam want to go to America for living. Yes, and I think about 70 or 90% people in Vietnam want to live in America.
70 to 90%. That's a lot.
Yes,
Okay.
because in Vietnam, America is the best country for living, and I think America is the best country in the world for living.
Okay.
Yes.
That's my next question, actually. I'm going to try you one more time, Juliana. Can you hear me? Okay. You're there, but something's wrong. Okay, now, have you ever thought about immigrating to another country? I immigrated for 5 years, but then I came back to Canada, went to another country. So, and I think a lot of people think about this. Daniela, have you ever thought about immigrating to another country, moving to another country?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I would like, but just for vacations, not for living in another country.
Okay, just for a short vacation, see what it was like. Okay. Ivan, how about you? Have you ever thought about immigrating to another country?
Yeah, I ever thought to immigrate to other country, but only for 1 or 2 years, only for learn the language or something like that.
Okay, not permanently, just for a little while. Okay. Trung, how about you? Are you one of the 70 or 90% of Vietnamese who want to go to America?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a plan to do this?
Yes, I plan, but I think I just thinking and talk about I thought about us, but not easy for Vietnam people can go Americans, and when in Vietnam when some people have a chance to live in American, and they say their life will change with a new flight. Yes, and I think now in Vietnam a lot of people to have a dream live in Americans.
Okay, live in America. Yes.
Yes.
Do you have, now, two of you have thought about it. Do you have any friends or family in other countries, specifically English countries? So Daniela, do you have any friends or family who've immigrated to the United States or Canada or one of these countries?
No, all my family and friends live here in Mexico.
So everybody you know still lives in Mexico. Okay.
Yes.
Ivan, how about you? Do you have any friends or family who've moved to another country?
Yeah, I have one friend living in Canada.
Okay. What city?
I think I think she's living in Toronto.
Toronto. Okay. About let me put this in chat. I'm about 2 hours from Toronto. I'm about two hours from Toronto, and I used to live there. And I used to live there. Yeah, Toronto's a nice city. Do you have any friends or family who have emigrated to other countries, Australia maybe, or America?
With me, no, and all my family live in Vietnam, and
Okay.
in the past, I work. I will have some in a family live in US. I like it, and
Okay.
in the past when I young, I have some older sister, and I want to my older sister have a husband in the US a lot, and
Okay.
but not become. And I think it's an easy way for go to in the American by the get the marriage with the American people, and after that we need to change to live in American. A lot of people in Vietnam do that. Yes.
Yeah. Marrying a citizen. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that in a lot of countries. Marrying a citizen
Yes.
makes it easier.
Yes, and in Vietnam, in the past, a lot of the in the army, they when the people work for the government in the U.S. when in Vietnam independent, and the government in U.S. protect them and take care them in the U.S. And now a lot of people in U.S. Vietnam live in U.S. and they can take care their family, go to American for living. Yes, but
Okay.
they need
Good.
for a long time for to about 5 or 10 years for waiting. Yes.
Okay, good. Now, here's a harder question, but I want to ask you. If you did move to another country, Canada, the United States, what do you think would be the hardest thing about that, or the hardest part about moving? So Daniela, you don't want to move, but if you did move, if you moved to the United States, what do you think would be the hardest thing about it? Hardest thing to do?
It depends the country that I want to go, but if I do that,
let's say United States.
the United States, I think would be the mm, the it's communicate with the people, because my English is not very good,
Yeah.
or can be the things they do are not the same here in Mexico.
Different habits and customs. Yes, different habits and
Okay.
customs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hard everywhere. So Ivan, let's say you were to move with your girlfriend to Toronto. What do you think would be the hardest part for you about doing that?
For me, it could be the discrimination.
Okay.
Could be, or it could be the difficult to me to adapt to the culture.
Okay. I have a question for you. What's your girlfriend doing in Toronto? Is she studying or working?
Yeah, she's studying right now.
Okay.
English.
Is she at the University of Toronto? Where do you know where she's going to school? Where is she going to school?
Oh, I don't remember the name of the school.
Okay. There's a few in Toronto, and I was just curious.
Yeah.
Okay. if you were to move to the United States, Trung, what do you think would be the hardest part about that?
I think the hardest thing with me is the weather. Because in Vietnam, the weather in Ho Chi Minh City, the weather just about 30 degrees, and in American, sometimes the weather is 0 or minus, and below. Yes, and I think the hardest thing for me is the weather, and the second thing is for the communicate with everybody, because my English is not good enough for communicate. And the next thing is for the job, because now I don't know when I live in America and what job I can do with a new thing, new life.
Yeah, that would be the hard part, is finding a job, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So we talked, just a quick review. We talked about refugees, why we think it's happening. We talked about the reasons that these people want to go to other countries, mostly the America. We talked about whether or not you've ever thought about moving to another country, and 2 of you have, but Daniela just wants to go for a vacation. And we also talked about what would be difficult about moving to another country, and you all did very well with this. So the one student we didn't hear from, Juliana, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. You must have a microphone problem or something, or maybe you were just wanting to listen, and that's okay. But Daniela, Ivan, and Trung, good job, good answers in class. Thanks for being here, and enjoy the rest of your night, or in Trung's case, your day, because it's early morning in Vietnam. Yes. Okay. Good night, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.